Okay, so this is my take as to why I think Kel'el Ware has a potential of being a star in the NBA. A lot of the things that he does in the game makes a lot of sense, and they're quite smooth. So let's get down and let's check out Kel'el Ware and see what he's able to do. But really quickly, if you like the idea of me writing on this video, check out Coach Lens. It's down in the description below. But also, make sure to go check out my shooting workout if you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away. Okay, so coming off of this screen and roll right here, Kel'el Ware does something that is very good in my opinion. He's sprinting to the rim. The other thing that I noticed is he's got really long legs and pretty long arms, so he's got a good basketball body. He's able to plant himself into that key quite early after that screen and roll, and he's able to seal his man really well right here. He's got nice wide feet, and that makes it so that it's very hard for that defender to get around him to try and defend him. Once he gets that ball, he gets it into two hands, and when he goes up for that baby hook, watch what he does with his offhand, this hand right here. He's protecting that ball with, of course, his body to create a little bit of a gap between those two players, between the ball and that defender, but also watch how he's able to go up with that elbow first. This is extremely important because by going up with your elbow in the low post, you are clearing out this arm so that now you are going to have a clean baby hook as we see right here. As soon as that offhand leaves that ball, you can see that there is a good gap between that defender and the shooting arm of Kel'el Ware, and that is what was allowing him to score in this situation. So if you want to be able to score in the low post, and you have really tight defenders, this is how you can do it. Okay, so we're going to see right here the benefit of why a player with long legs and long arms is a massive benefit to any team. So right here, he's on defense, and his man gets the ball in the high post, or at least what I'm going to call the high post. When he gets that ball, he does a quick spin move off, and he locks Kel'el Ware behind him. Now, in most cases, this would be a massive, deadly situation. You just got blown by as a defender, and there's not much you can do. But because of his length, Kel'el Ware's length, and his timing is important. It's not just about being tall. He's able to then get up and block the shot of that offensive player. And we can see it right here. This is also a mistake for the offensive player as well. Obviously, there's a massive height advantage for Kel'el Ware. However, one thing that a lot of players make the mistake on is when they're in this situation, they either slow down and allow a player to block them, go too fast, and force that ball to be too high over their head, which allows it to be blocked, as we see in this situation. If you're in this situation, jump stop, get your body into that defender, knock them back onto their heels, stretch out for that layup. That's essentially what should have happened, but instead, he got blocked. Now, in my opinion, there's too much dribbling here. He just received the pass into that low post. He takes one dribble, takes a second dribble, and then third dribble, and then a fourth dribble. He took 4 dribbles to get from here to there. That is, in my opinion, a bit too much. These guys should have been dropping down, but this is Summer League, so that ain't going to happen. And then at this time, he gets to a jump stop. He lands on both feet at the exact same time. This allows him to use either foot as a pivot foot. He chooses his left foot. He does a quick quarter pivot, and then he gets his shoulder into that defender. This is extremely important. If we rewind and we watch that again, watch how he's able to get his body off of that quarter pivot into the chest of that defender. This is going to knock that defender back and give himself a little bit of a gap where now he's able to go up, and watch what he does. Even though he missed the stretching arm of that defensive player because that arm is down, he knocked him back far enough where he was no longer a threat, but he went up with his elbow first, as we see right there. That is, again, so that he can clear out space if that defender was still there. But in reality, he wasn't, and Kel'el Ware was able to get that shot made. Okay, so now coming off of this dribble handoff, watch what Kel'el Ware does off of this roll. While some coaches and players will say you need to roll straight to the basket, that's not always the case if it's a dribble handoff of a player coming from essentially the corner. What you want to do is, because now this whole side is absolutely cleared out, there's nobody there, you want to try and roll off towards the baseline as early as possible, because what that will do for you is it leaves your man in drop coverage to be able to cover that paint, because obviously nobody wants to have a layup down middle. So if you can get down to that baseline quick and then in, especially if you're tall like Kel'el Ware, you can get an alley-oop dunk, but in reality it would be a floater or a layup. So now coming off of this screen and roll that we see right here, Kel'el Ware rolls straight to that basket. This is very important because now he gets that pass. He makes contact with his body first onto that defender. He gets himself shown. He gets his feet set. Now, he could feel, if we go back just a millisecond, he can feel obviously where that defender is and that the fact that that defender is onto his heels, which now allows him to be able to foreread what's going to happen. As soon as he catches, he's already spinning towards the basket where there's no defender. He can feel him on his back, and you should be able to be cognizant of where your defenders are too, and he's able to finish right here with a dunk. Now, what's the old saying? You reach, I teach. He's in a situation right here where he gets that ball in that low post, and as soon as that defensive player tries to hack away at that ball, what's he do? Well, this guy is overplaying on this side. This whole side of the rim is wide open, or the whole side of the court is wide open. So, spin really quick. Now, technically, while this is technically a travel at U Sports, then nobody ain't going to call that. It's too fast. He takes that quick spin, drop, and now waits because he knows that this guy's hungry to try to get that block. It ain't going to happen. He's calm. He's patient. He waits, shot fake, and then he goes up for that dunk. I hope that these Kel'el Ware tips help you become a better basketball player. Make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.